So, I'm 30 years old and I've only just got to the point where I'm conquering my fears. Now, this is nothing to worry about because everybody conquers their fears at different times in their life. For me, it just happened when I turned 30. So for some reason, at 30 years old, I woke up and I thought, today, I'm going to change that. It all started with really small things, such as my habits and things I did every day. Most mornings, I'd just be scrolling on my phone, scrolling at social media, catching up on things that just wouldn't really interest me anymore. After scrolling social media for far too long, I'd then waste another hour of my time just laying around doing nothing. But then I thought, can I be doing something more effective with my time?
So I started doing different things. I started journaling, I started tracking my habits and realising that sometimes putting things to paper is the best way to do it. I started going out a little bit more. I'd take my dog on random walks throughout the day and we'd just go and explore local parks, and even sometimes we'd just get in the car and drive around and find somewhere nice to go and have a little adventure and just a little bit of time to ourselves to, I guess, break away from the normality of life and the day-to-day things that we do all the time, which can sometimes make things feel a little bit repetitive.
You're probably thinking, what has this got to do with fear? And good question. It doesn't sound like I'm talking about fear at all, but when I'm reflecting on this video right now, I guess what I'm trying to say is the fear should be waking up every day and doing the same thing every day. You're gifted this pleasantry of being in life. You're gifted this every single day of being able to do something. And a lot of the time we spend it doing the same thing all the time. I know there are probably better ways that, this could be explained, but the gift of life is basically never promised. And the fact that we do the same thing every morning, every day, and every evening can sometimes make you feel a bit like Groundhog Day, make you feel a little bit, But in reality, if you took this day and you thought, okay, I could genuinely die tomorrow, the world could end tomorrow. There are so many situations in which tomorrow is never promised, and we never think about that until we're in that present moment. So for me, what I try to convey is try and make the most of your life in every single day. So rather than coming back from work and watching the same program again, expecting the same results from your life, do something different. Go back home, but instead of sitting on the couch, go in the garden. Go and do some exercise in your garden. Go and play in the garden with your family, whether you've got kids, whether it's a partner, whether it's your dog, or even do what I do and just jump in the car and take your dog and just go and explore. There doesn't need to be a reason for us to keep doing the same things every day, all the time. I think when you get to a certain point in life, you start to realise that life is very much humble to what you do, and it will go with the flow if you allow it to. But if you stop and make that little change in the road, that little bump, and you kind of go, oh, actually, let's explore that bump, you'll realise there's so many more things you could be doing, and you might end up meeting a new friend, you might end up finding a new skill, you might end up doing a new kind of habit that becomes part of your habit tracking, that takes you away from those other hours of just doom scrolling your phone or watching countless episodes of something on Netflix or anything like that. So, and again, I know everyone's life is different. I'm not saying you shouldn't be coming in and doing that. If you want to come back from work and sit on the couch for a couple of hours, go ahead and do that. I'm not your guru. I guess I'm just trying to put across that there are many things in life that I think a lot of people take for granted. And I can certainly say I have in my early 20s. And now that I'm in my 30s, the fear for me is being consistent in doing the same thing. Spice it up, change it up, do something different, and live life, as cheesy as it sounds, like it's your last day. But anyway, I'm not going to go on anymore. I'm just going to go and enjoy life. Bye.